Hello there! Welcome to Creating a Future We Want, the Our Learning series. Basically, how we homeschool. And our project right now is called What is a Garden? 30 Days of Adaptive Action. Adaptive action is a simple process, the process by which we are engaging with this question over the month here. And each day we sort of have a different topic, and we use that topic to better understand what a garden is. We're here in our garden as we record this, and I wanted to ask about this process. Well, I should say, just right off the bat, someone's not feeling so hot today. So Cora, sport that she is, tough trooper, came along to join us. You might not hear too much from Cora, but I want to encourage you, Cora. You want to say something, you just speak right up. And if Shira the panther wants to say something, she could speak up too. Adaptive action. What are the three questions of adaptive action, Kiara?
What, so what, and now what?
That's right. Today the topic is light, so it's related perhaps to heat or not feeling too hot. Anyway, so start out with the first question. What was that first question again?
What?
Yeah, what? Okay, so well, I'll just ask. What is light?
Well, it's the waves from the sun, the light, and then there's also, it's like energy. Light is energy. Yeah, bright.
Light. Yeah. Cora, any thoughts you want to add to what is light? Or today, in the garden, you look around the garden, what is light?
Well, there's this bright yellow house right next to us, and half of the house is all dark, and the other half is really bright because of the light of the sun.
Cora, so what's the difference between that half of the house, the bright yellow, canary yellow house that is lit up, and the half that's not? What's the difference between those two?
One's bright, one's not.
So what's causing that, Kiara? What's causing one half to be bright and the other half to be not?
Well, the sun's shining on that one side, but our house is blocking the sun from getting to the other half of the house.
So what is the sun shining on?
The side of the house, the bright yellow.
So what is the bright yellow? What is yellow?
It's a color.
So what's happening when Cora, what's happening when the sun hits that yellow paint?
It makes it shine.
Makes it shine. So what's happening, Kiara?
It's bouncing off to our eyes. So like the sun is going down, it hits the house and it bounces off to our eyes, and then we see that it's sunlight and it's that yellow house.
What is bouncing off of that yellow paint?
Light waves or light. Yeah, some energy.
Yeah. What is the connection? What's the relationship between light and this garden?
What's the relationship?
relationship?
Yeah.
Um,
Or what's a? I mean, there could be many.
Relationship.
I think.
well, the sun is what you need sun to have a garden or help a garden grow. That's one of the main factors of a garden because it uses that energy to make the food, make the plant, and so yeah, the sun is very important.
I asked Kiara and Cora if they would bring something from the garden with them to this conversation here, and I wanted to ask them about it right now. Cora, what did you bring from the garden, or did you bring something from the garden? Oh, what did you bring to this conversation to help us talk about what is light? Okay, we'll get you next time. How about you, Kiana?
Well, I brought this eggplant to show because the sun helped grow this. It was one of the main factors to grow this. So, yeah, it's basically sun that we're eating. It's the energy.
Ooh, that's good. That is good. What happens? So what happens to the energy when it? And I brought along this poblano pepper and a few leaves. What happens? So what happens when the sun, the photons, the sun, that energy hits this on the plant? And I asked the poblana if I could, take this, and it felt like this was an excellent learning moment, and the pepper plant behind us was totally cool with joining the conversation and separating the perspective. So, Kiara, what happens when light reaches the pepper plant?
Well, it hits the leaves, and then they soak up the sun and bring the energy and fuel, and sort of food, energy to the plant, to the roots, I think, where and then the water goes up, and then they start making the plant. They soak up the nutrition from the soil, and then they combine and make the pepper. Or the
Wow,
eggplant.
yeah, right. That's comprehensive. Thank you.
Or the tomato.
Can I ask you now, as you were describing that sequence of events, that process to us, there were a couple of moments where maybe you weren't completely sure what was happening next, or which thing to tell us about, because there are so many things happening. I wonder, what question do you have that you would like to ask? What question would you ask in order to better understand what's going on here?
Well, guess I would ask, how do they, exactly step by step, sort of use the sunlight to make the plant? Like, how they combine it with the nutrition and the water and all that to make the flower and then the fruit.
No. Cora, does Shira? No, everybody might not know Shira, so would you introduce Shira? And what is Shira?
Black Panther.
Yeah. Does Shira like sunlight?
No, she doesn't.
Not much.
Because she has black fur, so it makes her hot.
That makes sense.
I understand. Does Shira like to eat hot chilies?
Do you? I don't think she's ever tried.
She's never tried one. You might do that later. See what happens when you make a panther angry. So now, gals, step 3 of the adaptive action process. Now it sounds like, Kiara, now you have a few questions that you might ask to better understand the relationship, the connections between in this case, the sunlight and the growth of a pepper. I'd be curious, what might you say now, or now what might you say about the our main question of what is a garden? You know, we've talked about many different aspects of light and how we perceive it, or how other life forms or beings perceive light. Uh, what might we add to our conversation about what is a garden?
Well, one of the main parts of garden is light, and that what that's what helps the garden thrive. Well, I mean, sometimes if there's too much of light and not enough water and not enough nutrition, it can be really bad. But
Hmm.
but
Oh,
yeah,
that's hmm. What would you say about the balance of light and the well-being of the garden?
well, um, like what we have here, the amount of sun is pretty good as long as we like water it almost every day, and especially on hot days.
This is such a green leaf.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And when we water it, like some of these plants would probably not thrive in the desert. So a lot of these would not thrive in the desert.
Yeah. Or when I'm sitting on them. Yeah. Okay. So I'm
Did
sorry
you
about
sit
that.
on it?
I think I almost
Why were
did.
you sitting on the
My
plant?
apologies. That's going to be all for today. We love you very much. I'm Matt Keene. This is Cora. Kiara. Thank you for visiting Creating a Future We Want, the Our Learning series. We're in the middle of What is a Garden? 30 Days of Adaptive Action. The next one is going to be, I'm working on it. I'm getting better. Hopefully not worse. Probably worse before better. Nature. I think. Or maybe change. Or maybe dirt. I don't know what the topic is. You'll have to tune in and find out. See you.